You've been told nuts are healthy, but here's the truth. Nobody talks about some nuts can support your heart, your memory, even your bones, but others can quietly raise your blood pressure, hurt your kidneys, or even put you at risk for certain diseases, especially if you're over 65. Today we're cutting through the noise with real science-backed answers. I'm going to walk you through 4 nuts you absolutely should include in your daily routine, and 4 that you might want to avoid or limit, even though they're sitting in your kitchen right now. My goal isn't to scare you, it's to empower you, because when you're in your 60s, 70s, and beyond, nutrition matters more than ever. The choices you make today can keep your mind sharp, your energy up, and your body strong. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's talk about the small handful of nuts that could make a big difference in your life. Let's start with a simple question. Why are nuts so important, especially after age 65? As we age, our bodies go through some pretty big changes. Muscle mass decreases, bones lose density, and our digestive systems become more sensitive. We also absorb fewer nutrients from food, and that means every bite really counts. This is where nuts come in. They may be small, but they're nutritional powerhouses. Nuts are loaded with healthy fats to protect your heart, protein to support your muscles, fiber to keep digestion moving, and key vitamins and minerals that fight inflammation, improve brain health, and keep your immune system strong. In fact, studies from Harvard and other major institutions have found that people who eat nuts regularly have lower rates of heart disease, better memory, and even live longer. But here's the catch. Not all nuts are created equal. Some are packed with nutrients your body craves, and others are full of salt, oils, or toxins that can quietly work against your health. That's why in the next few minutes I'm going to walk you through exactly which nuts belong in your pantry and which ones might need to go. Let's start with the 4 best nuts for your heart, brain, bones, and energy. These are the ones you should be eating every single week, maybe even every day. Nut 1. Walnuts. The brain booster. Let's start with the king of brain health. The walnut. If you've ever noticed, a walnut even looks a little like a brain, and that's not just a coincidence. Walnuts are rich in ALA, that's alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that helps reduce inflammation in the brain and throughout the body. Inflammation is linked to memory decline, joint pain, and even depression in older adults. One major study from UCLA found that seniors who consumed walnuts regularly performed better on cognitive tests. In plain English, walnuts may help keep your memory sharp and your thinking clear. You only need a small handful, about 1 to 1.5 ounces each day. Add them to oatmeal, toss them in a salad, or just eat them as an afternoon snack. Walnuts can go rancid if stored improperly. Keep them in the fridge or freezer in an airtight container. Nut 2. Almonds. The bone and heart helper. Next up, almonds. These are one of the best all-around nuts for aging gracefully. They support your bones, your heart, and even your skin. Almonds are high in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects cells from damage. They're also packed with magnesium and a bit of calcium, which are essential for keeping your bones strong and steady as you age. Almonds may also help reduce bad LDL cholesterol and support healthy blood pressure, making them a friend to your heart. Choose raw or dry roasted almonds with no added salt or sugar. If chewing is difficult, try almond butter or soak them overnight to soften them. Stick to about 23 almonds a day, that's 1 ounce. More than that can add up in calories fast. Nut 3. Pistachios. The blood sugar and eye health nut. Pistachios are small but mighty. They're one of the best nuts for managing blood sugar, supporting eye health, and even improving gut health. They have a low glycemic index, meaning they won't spike your blood sugar. They're also rich in fiber, good for digestion, and contain lutein, a nutrient that supports aging eyes and protects against macular degeneration. One clinical study found that eating pistachios actually helped improve cholesterol levels and blood vessel function. That's powerful, especially for older adults managing heart health. Look for unsalted, in-shell pistachios. They take longer to eat, which helps with portion control. Aim for about 1 ounce a day, or 49 kernels. Avoid heavily salted or flavored pistachios. Too much sodium can strain your heart and kidneys. Nut 4. Brazil nuts. The thyroid and immune system protector. Now here's a lesser-known powerhouse, the Brazil nut. These big, buttery nuts are your body's best natural source of selenium, a mineral that many older adults are lacking. Selenium plays a key role in thyroid function, immune health, and even mood regulation. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day can give you your full recommended intake. But here's the important part. Brazil nuts are powerful, but you don't need many. In fact, more than 3 or 4 a day can lead to selenium overload, which may cause side effects over time. Buy them fresh, store them in the fridge, and eat just 1 or 2 each morning, maybe alongside your multivitamin or breakfast. Skip the trail mix versions with salt, sugar, or oils. Go for plain, raw Brazil nuts only. So there you have it. 4 nuts that can truly make a difference after age 65. Walnuts for your brain, almonds for your bones, pistachios for your heart and blood sugar, Brazil nuts for your thyroid and immunity. Now that we've covered the best of the best, it's time we take a closer look at the other side of the coin, the nuts that may be doing more harm than good. We've talked about the good. Now let's talk about the not so good. Because even though nuts are generally healthy, not all of them are senior-friendly. Some are high in sodium, calories, harmful oils, or worse, they carry hidden risks that most people never think about. If you're over 65, it's not just about what foods are healthy in general. It's about what's healthy for your body right now. Your heart, your kidneys, your digestion, and your immune system. Let's go through 4 nuts that you should either avoid or keep on a tight leash. Nut 1: Macadamia nuts, the nutrient lightweights. Macadamia nuts may taste like a dream. They're buttery, rich, and popular in baked goods, but they offer relatively little nutritional value for older adults compared to other options. They're extremely high in fat and calories, about 200 calories per ounce, but they're low in fiber and protein. So while they're not harmful in small amounts, they don't give you much in return. For seniors who are watching their weight or struggling with portion control, macadamias can make it easy to overeat and still feel hungry later. If you love macadamia nuts, enjoy them sparingly, maybe as an occasional treat, but they shouldn't be your go-to nut for daily nutrition. Nut 2: Flavored, salted, or honey-roasted mixed nuts, the silent offenders. These may be the most tempting and the most dangerous. Flavored, salted, or honey-roasted nuts are often loaded with excess sodium, sugar, and unhealthy oils that can wreak havoc on your body. Sodium raises your blood pressure, refined sugars fuel inflammation, and low-quality oils, like canola or cottonseed, can clog arteries over time. Even one handful of flavored nuts can contain nearly 300 milligrams of sodium, and many older adults are advised to stay under 1,500 milligrams a day. Skip anything with added flavorings, glazes, or coatings. Always read the label. If you see sugar, corn syrup, MSG, or artificial flavor, put it back. Nut 3: Cashews. Delicious, but tricky for kidneys and digestion. Cashews are creamy, soft, and delicious, but they come with a few red flags for older adults. Cashews are high in oxalates, compounds that can increase the risk of kidney stones, especially for people who are prone to them. They're also harder to digest than other nuts, and are often sold salted or cooked in oil. For seniors with slower digestion, IBS, or gallbladder issues, cashews can sometimes cause bloating, gas, or even discomfort. If you enjoy cashews, choose small portions and go for lightly roasted, unsalted varieties. And if you've ever had a kidney stone, it's best to skip them altogether. Nut 4: Peanuts. The moldy imposter. Technically, peanuts aren't even nuts. They're legumes. But they're everywhere, and they come with some risks that most people have never heard of. Peanuts are one of the most commonly contaminated foods when it comes to a mold toxin called aflatoxin. Even small amounts have been linked to liver damage and immune issues, especially in older adults with weakened systems. Many peanut products, like peanut butter, are also full of inflammatory oils, added sugars, and salt. And if you have joint pain, autoimmune conditions, or digestive sensitivities, peanuts might be doing more harm than good. Consider swapping peanuts for true nuts, like almonds or pistachios, that are easier on the body and free of mold risks. If you must have peanut butter, choose organic, unsweetened, no-stir brands and store them in the fridge. So to recap, here are the nuts to be cautious with after age 65: macadamia nuts, high in fat, low in nutrients; salted and flavored nuts, full of sodium, sugar, and oils; Cashews, kidney risk and hard to digest. Peanuts, potential mold and inflammation triggers. These aren't bad nuts, but for older adults, they're not the best choice. And remember, sometimes it's not just what you eat, but how it's prepared. Up next, I'll give you a few smart tips for how to store, portion, and enjoy nuts the right way, so you get all the benefits, without the risks. We've talked about which nuts to embrace and which to avoid. But here's something equally important: how you eat them, because for adults over 65, even healthy foods can backfire if you eat them the wrong way. Let's go through some simple strategies to help you get the most nutrition, avoid common pitfalls, and enjoy nuts without overdoing it. 1. Timing matters. Eat nuts earlier in the day. As we age, our digestion slows, and eating nuts too late in the evening can cause discomfort, bloating, or interrupted sleep. Instead, enjoy nuts earlier in the day. They're great in the morning with oatmeal or yogurt, or as a mid-morning or early afternoon snack. Nuts provide healthy fats and protein that help stabilize your blood sugar and keep you fuller longer, especially helpful for those managing diabetes or blood pressure. 2. Portion control. Know what a serving really looks like. Nuts are small but calorie-dense. That means it's very easy to overeat them without realizing it. The average healthy portion is about 1 ounce per day. That's 23 almonds, 14 walnut halves, 49 pistachios, in shell. 1. 2 Brazil nuts. If you're watching your weight or have kidney or heart issues, sticking to this limit is important. Use small containers or snack bags to pre-portion your nuts at the beginning of the week. That way you won't grab from the jar and lose track. 3. Store them right. Keep nuts fresh and safe. Many people don't realize this, but nuts go bad quickly. They contain oils that can turn rancid when exposed to heat, light, or air. Eating spoiled nuts doesn't just taste bad. It can lead to digestive upset and even reduce their nutritional value. Keep nuts in the fridge or freezer, especially walnuts, Brazil nuts, and almonds. Use airtight containers. Don't store them in warm cabinets or near the stove. Buy in small batches unless you can freeze the extras. How to tell if they've gone bad? Smell them. If they smell sour, musty, or like paint, they're rancid. Toss them out. 4. Soak or roast for easier digestion. For some older adults, nuts can feel heavy or difficult to digest. The solution? Soak or lightly roast them. Soaking nuts like almonds overnight helps break down compounds called phytic acid and tannins, which can irritate the gut or block nutrient absorption. Light roasting also makes nuts easier to chew and digest. Just make sure you do it at home without added oils or salt. If you have dentures or chewing difficulties, try nut butters or ground nuts added to meals and smoothies. Now, a few quick warnings to keep your nut habits in the safe zone. Avoid flavored nuts with added sugar, honey, or BBQ coating. Salted varieties, especially if you have blood pressure issues. Nut bars that are basically candy bars in disguise. Peanut butter with added oils, sugar, or hydrogenated fats. Choose raw or dry roasted. Unsalted, organic when possible. Nut butters with just one ingredient, the nut itself. And lastly, choose the right nut for your personal health goal. Want sharper thinking? Walnuts, managing cholesterol, almonds and pistachios, need thyroid support, Brazil nuts, digestive issues, soaked almonds or small portions of pistachios. Use nuts as a tool, not just a snack. So let's recap your smart nut strategy after 65. Done right, nuts can help you stay sharp, energized, and protected well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. But it's all about making informed choices. Remember, food is your foundation, and something as simple as a handful of the right nuts could be your daily dose of brain fuel, heart protection, and immune support, all in one bite. Let's bring it all together. Nuts might seem like a small detail in your diet, but for someone over 65, they're actually a powerful ally or a silent saboteur. Just a handful a day can make a difference in your energy, memory, joint health, and even how well you sleep. But the key is knowing which ones to choose, and how to make them work for you, not against you. When you eat the right foods, when you nourish your body with intention, you don't just extend your life, you improve the quality of it. You are not too old. You are not too late. Every day is a chance to do something good for your body, your mind, and your future. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Just start with one simple habit. Maybe that's swapping salted peanuts for a few walnuts, or maybe it's learning to read a label. Start there. Stay consistent, and celebrate the small wins. Because even after 65, you still matter. Your health matters, and you still have so much life left to live, with clarity, strength, and joy. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments, what nut are you going to add or ditch from your daily routine? And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, because I've got more videos coming that are made just for you. Health, energy, and confidence. After 60, it's all still possible. Let's keep going. Take care of yourself. You're worth it.